Okay, this is my first video response ever, and it's to James White. Um, I am a fairly uneducated Christian, and I realized that about 10 years ago. And I really started trying hard to catch up, but it's really not easy. I mean, there's a lot out there. One of the things that has absolutely perplexed me has been Calvinism. I've lost sleep over it. I've thought about it a lot, kind of like I did tonight whenever I Googled it. And it came across your video after a chain of events. I have to admit that whenever I heard Chuck Smith's response, I mean, there were a few little holes in it, and I like some of the stuff that he had to say. I like hearing about God's love. I like hearing, all that kind of stuff. But, I'll agree. I mean, I was right there with you, man. But when I saw your response, I kind of got a little excited about it. I thought, okay, this is cool. Like maybe we'll get to the bottom of this. And I really have been going through the scriptures trying to figure this out. But I just have to say that it's guys like you that just embarrass the hell out of me for Christianity. James, you're a jerk. I mean, the way you deliver your message is crude, and you sound, you know, a lot like that Saturday Night skit from Fred Armisen, where he plays the newscaster that doesn't really say anything. Um, it kind of reminded me of that, where you would kind of like start your thought and then you would stop, and then you really didn't make any sense. And I rewound it and I listened to it, and I rewound it and I listened to it. And so after I was done, I thought that was unbelievably disappointing. And so I just wanted to say to you that maybe you've got some good points and maybe you've got some education. Not really a whole lot of it was in your video, by the way, or audio, whatever. Um, but I just think it's amazing that one Christian would attack another Christian for being indirect when you were really kind of indirect and rude and crude. And I don't in any way like heresy. I mean, who does? I mean, obviously, just by the way that I'm talking, I'm an uneducated Christian. But I'll tell you something. If this is the kind of Christianity that's offered, I mean, do you really think that people are going to want it? Is this what God is about? Being disrespectful and ugly? I mean, maybe he's wrong. But I'll tell you something. You didn't make a good argument for me to believe anything different. So at this point, I still think that there's a lot of holes in Calvinism, just as much as I do in the argument from Pastor Chuck.